Welcome to The Colorful Life. My name is Shannon and I'm going to be your host. I hope this channel will grow and I'll get to share some tips, tools, and techniques for leading a colorful life with colored pencils. As a new member of the YouTube community, I have tagged myself for the Color and Chat Get to Know Me, so everyone has a little chance to learn some more about me. I'm going to be doing my best to color a page from this book, Inspired Wonders, Color Art for Everyone, a book I purchased from Walmart years ago, and will be using my Crayolas to do so. Okay, so I have chosen to do this page. I got a lot going on, so it'll keep me busy through this process. I'll need to pick out some colors, blues and aquas, reds, purples, and orange, and blue. Definitely need some blue. Green is perfect. And yeah, I think that's a great start. So, here we go. What is your name? My name is Shannon. What is your nickname? I don't really have a nickname. No one's ever called me Shan or Shanny, thank goodness. In college, I was working and we ordered some Chinese food, and the woman who took the order used Shanane as the pickup name, so that has become sort of a joke nickname for me. But yeah, generally speaking, I don't really have a nickname. I just go by Shannon. Do you like your name? As a kid, I did not. I really didn't. It wasn't very common, and my sister was named after a beautiful flower, and I was named after a muddy, yucky river. Now that I'm older, yeah, I kind of like it. I've gotten used to it, and it's much more common. You can get it, mugs and keychains and all of that pretty easily these days with the name on it. When is your birthday? I won't be sharing that online, but I will say that my birthday is in early May. What are your 3 favorite colors? I like green, particularly like a sage color. And blues are nice, but like a muted blue, like a cadet blue or something like that. Other than that, I don't really have a particular favorite. Maybe lavender, but again, a muted lavender, not a bright color. Interestingly, I don't dislike bright colors. My favorites tend to be sort of more muted colors. Don't know why. What are your 3 favorite quotes? So I watched other people do this challenge, and they usually say, oh, I don't really know a lot of quotes, and da-da-da. Apparently I'm weird because I love quotes. I could talk for hours and give you a whole number of quotes, and you would be really sick and tired of it and turn off the video. But a lot of quotes that I love tend to be lyrics from songs and such. So my first one is from a group called Depeche Mode, and the quote is, "You can't change the world, but you can change the facts. And when you change the facts, you change points of view. When you change points of view, you may change a vote. And when you change a vote, you might change the world." Thought that was pretty cool. A second favorite of mine is, again, musical. And it says, "Men are stupid, men are vain, love's disgusting, love's insane, a humiliating business, oh how true." That is from a song called "Every Day a Little Death" from A Little Night Music by Stephen Sondheim. And then another favorite of mine is, "If you can keep your head when everybody round you is losing his, then it is very probable that you don't understand the situation." That's been attributed to several people. And I guess one more, "Common sense is genius dressed in working clothes." I love that. That's Ralph Waldo Emerson. So I could go on, and if that's something you'd like to see more of, let me know, and I'll add some to videos or something. Okay, next question. What is your favorite show, TV, YouTube, movie? Comedy-wise, I love the 90s sitcom Mad About You with Helen Hunt and Paul Reiser. I love it. It's my favorite. Newer shows, I like This Is Us. I like The Goldbergs. I love reliving the 80s. There are a bunch of shows. I don't spend a lot of time watching TV. I actually spend a bit more of my time at this point watching YouTube. So in terms of YouTube, arts-wise, I watch Color My World with Lori, Pencil Stash. I love Lacree Fine Art with Lisa, Kirsty Partridge Art. Rafi Was Here with Rafi and Klee. They're fabulous. And I love Minnie Small. Her videos are just so artistic and well put together. I am just so impressed by her work. And her art is beautiful too. It's lovely. In terms of movies, most of my movie preferences are lean towards the 80s. So Breakfast Club and that sort of thing. But I'd say that my favorite movie is called Life as a House. It was a beautiful, heartbreaking movie. If you all have not seen it and you want to see it, you can go check it out. And then holiday-wise, I love The Family Stone. It's just exceptional. And my annual viewing of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Steve Martin and John Candy cannot be missed. So let's see. What are 3 qualities you like in your best friends? Reliability, trustworthiness, and humor. Things that I think I personally have. What is your dream? I guess my dream would be to support myself being creative in some way, not having to go to a 9-to-5 boring job. Do you wear makeup? Nope, absolutely not. You can tell that by my beautiful, unpainted fingernails. I just am not a makeup person at all. What makes you cry? I cry when animals are hurt. As a child, I don't think I recall ever getting through The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I'd get to the point where he starts beating on the dog, and then I'd turn it off and walk away because I couldn't deal with it. I was actually in college, I believe, and my friends all gathered in the TV room at the college and forced me to sit through that part so that I could say I'd actually seen The Grinch all the way through. What makes you angry? Again, animals being hurt. I cannot put up with it. I hate movies that have it. I hate books that have it. I've never read Bambi. I've never read any of those childhood books where the dog gets shot or dies or anything. It's horrible. I can't do it. Also, people who don't listen and then just assume they know what you mean, and then they get annoyed at you because they were wrong. They didn't know what you were talking about. It's like, just listen. Listen to what I have to say and then move forward. What makes you happy? My kitties. I have 2 cats. My husband, who we will refer to as hubby. And obviously being creative, coloring, singing, etc. And a clean house. I like a very neat and tidy house. Not that I get to live that way very often, but when it is nice, neat, and clean, I am very happy. What is fangirling? I'm assuming the question is, what do I fangirl over? Art supplies, obviously. I love them, and I buy too many of them. And Ed Sheeran. Definitely a fangirl for Ed Sheeran. He is so talented. His writing is beautiful. And his music is great. So, yep, I'm a fangirl for Ed Sheeran. What are your 3 favorite snacks? Some people are like salty people and some people are sweet people. I'm not thus inhibited. I love all the sweets. I love most of the salties. So ice cream and chocolate and chips and Cheez-Its. I love it all. What are your favorite foods? I love lasagna. Italian food in general, pasta in general, love it. A good fresh cheeseburger, love that. And then any kind of fruit. I could eat an entire banana tree of fruit. I just love bananas and strawberries and blackberries and plums and apricots and you name it, I love it. What are your 3 favorite drinks? I have a history of being a Diet Dr. Pepper addict. Unfortunately, it gives me a very acidic stomach, so I had to finally cut myself off. A couple of years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, I stopped drinking soda almost all of the time. I have maybe one a month, if that. I've been very good about it, very, very good. But again, it gives me a very acidy stomach, and then I get a tummy ache, and it's not pleasant. I like Diet Snapple, peach Diet Snapple iced tea. But unfortunately, there's a lot of caffeine in it, and so then I end up with heart palpitations. So I drank that for a while after I stopped drinking the soda, and then I finally said, all right, just too much caffeine here, and I gave that up. And so now my current addiction is Ocean Spray Diet Juice. There's all different kinds. Mango is really good. Cran mango, cran cherry, cran raspberry. All of them are really, really good. They have something like 5 calories a serving or something like that. And then I put them in a glass with like 50% with water. So I basically water it down. And that's pretty good. My favorite is currently the Red Ruby grapefruit. So again, Ocean Spray Diet, Red Ruby juice, and 50% water mixture. So yummy. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? At least 10 random facts about you. Wow. Okay, let's see. Along with doing art and coloring and such, I sing in a 4-women a cappella group called Purely Vocals. I grew my first garden this summer. It's coming along wonderfully. Cucumbers and zucchini are coming, and tomatoes, hopefully, will be coming eventually. Not yet, but soon. I work professionally in the arts, in the higher education field. So I'm around the arts in general on a regular basis, which is fabulous. This summer, I started walking 4 to 6 miles a day. In the morning, I wake up kind of early and get out before it gets too crowded. And so then I don't have to worry about the current big C issue because I don't really run into a lot of people. So that's pretty cool. As I mentioned, I have 2 tortie cats. They are pair-bonded sisters, so they came to us together from the same litter, and they are very, very sweet and loving. I've been married since 2012, but I spent my first anniversary traveling to Ireland to sing with the gals in my a cappella group, and my husband was traveling for work. So we were honestly on opposite sides of the earth for our first anniversary. But that's fine. We made up for it later. Ireland is actually the only place I've been overseas, but I have been to Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, that area, multiple times. I wanted to study Spanish in high school and maybe become a Spanish teacher, but my parents and I moved right as I went into high school. Eek, that was horrible. But when I got there, I discovered that my school only offered French and Russian. And so I was very disappointed. I took the French, but gave up on the dream of being a Spanish teacher. Oh well. Instead, I actually got a degree in theater, and it worked out to my benefit. And number 10, As well as a degree in theater, I have a master's degree in using the arts to teach elementary education. So using music and theater and dance and visual art, etc., to teach things like math and science and history from Lesley University in the Boston area. Fabulous school, awesome program. It was a really wonderful opportunity for me to go there. What are 3 things that are fun that you like to do? Color, of course, and art, drawing and such. I'm not a very good drawer, but I enjoy coloring and such. I like to sing, and I like to pretend I can play the guitar. Spoiler alert, no, I can't. And I like to listen to music and look at the houses and the architecture when I am out walking in the mornings. What best describes where you live? Well, I live in the suburbs outside of a large city. What is your crafty coloring style? I think I would call it realistically fun. If you stick around and you watch some more of my videos, you will see that I like drawing things that are sort of realistic looking. I'm not big on dragons or fairies, mandalas, not so much. I really like to color things that, that you would see in an everyday thing. I like to challenge myself to try to make stuff look realistic. But, of course, I like to have fun. Whatever I'm doing, whether it's coloring or drawing or cross-stitch or whatever, it's got to be fun. Otherwise, why bother? What is your most used crafty coloring tool? Well, colored pencils, obviously. Paper. Pencils of some sort, whatever sort it is. What is your most wished for coloring or craft tool? I am very lucky, and I actually have quite a few supplies. I have a full-time job, thankfully, that helps support that obsession. I believe that actually buying art supplies is a hobby in and of itself, along with using the art supplies. So I definitely have that hobby. But the one thing I don't currently have that I would love to obtain eventually is the Derwent Pro Color pencils. I do have the Derwent Drawing and the Derwent Artist pencils, but I don't yet have the Pro Colors. I have heard about the Color Soft. I'm not so sure I would love them. They sound too soft for me. Maybe I'll buy a couple and test them out and decide if I actually like them before I spend the money to actually purchase the entire set. The other thing I would love to try out is the Caran d'Ache Neo colors. I have seen those on some videos and they look really, really cool and amazing. So yeah, once I start using some of the tools that I currently have, then maybe I can make the case that I need to buy more. What is your favorite craft coloring brand? I would say Faber-Castell. I use various types of their products and am very impressed with everything they have put out. I've not gotten a bad Faber-Castell product yet. Caran d'Ache is also wonderful, very expensive, but wonderful. I own Prismacolors. I don't love them. They feel really good when you're coloring with them. But the set that I purchased, the 150 set, does have some cracking and breaking. And I had previously heard about those issues online, particularly Lisa at Le Cri Fine Art talks honestly about some issues that she'd had. And I decided, what the heck, I'm going to give them a try anyway. And I got to tell you, she was right. The pencils, some of the pencils have not been used barely at all. And they are, in fact, showing some signs of cracking. So that's a real shame. They feel nice. They look really nice. But I can't say that they're my favorite. I would have to go with the Faber-Castells, particularly the polychromos. What is your favorite craft? American cheese. Just kidding. Obviously coloring, but also drawing in graphite or charcoal. Again, I'm not a very good artist, but I'm learning, and that's the important thing. And I really enjoy counted cross stitch. Again, very colorful, all about the colorful life. I have never tried diamond painting. I have seen it online, and maybe someday I'll give it a shot. It looks pretty fun and interesting, but haven't gotten there quite yet. Do you have any pets? Yes, as I noted, I have 2 kitties, and we currently have 2 fish. We've had many, and they've unfortunately not made it on the long run. But the 2 fish I have now are probably 6 or 7 years old. So that, I don't know, I guess that's kind of old for some fish, but they're doing really well. I also have an unending number of squirrels and groundhogs who think I grew my garden just for them. It drives me crazy. When is your favorite time to craft? Definitely in the evening. I'm an evening person, a night person. As I get older, I wake up earlier, not by choice. And so that's when I get up and go walking. But I don't love the morning for crafting. I have to sort of be finished with my day, relaxed, and then I can sort of sit down and color or cross stitch or do whatever I need to do. Do you have a favorite non-crafty YouTube channel? Oh, yes. I have many. I watch all kinds of different channels on YouTube, actually. One of my favorites is The Fry Life with Peter and Mary. The Moss Family TV is fun. That family is so adorable and sweet and awesome. I love She's in Her Apron with Kimmy. She just moved, and her videos about her move are very entertaining. I really enjoy watching Rochelle and Justin and their sweet little family. And Samantha over at Happily a Housewife. I really enjoy watching them. There's a bunch more. I could go on and on. I probably, like I said, I watch more YouTube than I do television. So I do like to expand and learn and see new things. What is your favorite store? Dick Blick, of course. I think my husband wishes I had never heard of it. What is your favorite restaurant? I don't really have one. We don't eat out a whole lot. I enjoy eating out. We just don't tend to do it very often. We both work in the city and then travel out to home. So there's not a lot of extra time after the commute. And then, of course, with arts and music and YouTube, etc., we just don't go out a lot. If I was to go out, it would be to a local Italian place or something like that. I really like Italian food. And we're constantly on a search for a really good Chinese food place. We've had a couple of places that we really enjoyed that have just either sold out to new owners or something, and their quality went way, 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 way down. And so we are not at all interested in going back, unfortunately. So we're always looking for a Chinese place. What is your favorite magazine? Coloring Pencil magazine, of course. I also like Real Simple, housey kind of silly stuff. I don't read a lot of magazines. The Coloring Pencil magazine I actually get on my iPad, so I don't have to take it with me, carry it with me, or anything like that. Who's your favorite author? I read a lot, or I used to read a lot. I don't get to do it as much nowadays, but I mostly read memoirs, so I don't have a lot of authors that rewrite their memoirs a lot. If I had to choose one, I might choose Lavril Spencer, which is very unlike me. Her work is sort of non-sexually suggestive romance. They're like romance novels, but there's more of a story there. It's not just about the romance. And as a kid, I liked Judy Blume and Carolyn Keene and the Nancy Drew books. But other than that, I don't have a specific author. I have books that I really loved, To Kill a Mockingbird, some really, really good books, but not a particular author who I like more than any other author. What are your favorite shoes? I'm not a big shoe person, to be honest. Again, not into the makeup thing, not into the clothing thing, the shoe thing, not my thing. But I am 100% obsessed with dance coats. They are utilitarian, functional, but they come in lots of colors and designs and stuff, which is kind of cool. But when I'm out and about, I am definitely wearing dance coats because they are really good support and they help, your body walk correctly, basically. They're not the prettiest shoe, but they're really good shoes. And I guess the last question here is, what is your favorite time of year? I love the holidays, especially Thanksgiving, Christmas, that time of year, and the music and the trees and the decorations and all of that kind of stuff. That being said, I prefer summer. I like the sun and the warmth. I don't like the humidity. It does not do well with my body. But I don't like being cold. So as much as I love the holidays, I prefer it to be summer. So that was the last question. If you have any additional questions, you can go ahead and toss them in the comments below, and I will do my best to get you an answer. Also, if you liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. It would really help grow my channel. And I would love to have you back to see upcoming videos. I've got some tips, tricks, and techniques to show you. And as always, remember to keep living the colorful life.